Welcome to LUTV News Break. I'm Amber Davis.
And I'm Tia Fance. A night of fun at a college night in Thousand Oaks, California turned into tragedy. A gunman opened fire, killing 12 people before turning the gun on himself.
With this unfortunate event, some Lamar students question where they can go safely. LUTV News reporter Jace Samuel spoke to students to give their opinions on this incident.
The nation was met to another incident of mass shootings with multiple lives being taken. Some students gave their thoughts over the matter.
It's hard to feel safe in places with many of the problems around the world. And of course the recent shootings and stuff.
I mean, it's a really heartbreaking event, you know, and I feel bad that I think as a collective there wasn't much we could do to stop it.
One of the victims in the shooting was identified to be Sheriff Ron Halis, who was killed in the line of duty. One student can understand the loss of an officer.
Obviously, I feel sad for the people who were involved and those who died. Like my dad, he was a cop and he ended up dying. So I also feel sad for him. The cop that was in there.
Some students feel conflicted on the ways to stop these mass shootings.
The changes that need to be made are less strict gun laws.
Stricter gun control and such like that.
Any kind of public event where there's going to be a large gathering of people, you need to increase security.
Authorities ask, when going out, please take precautions to ensure your safety and even others.
Choose to have safety in numbers, know where all the exits are, and just stay cautious through the night, cautiously alert through the night.
Jace Samuel, LUTV, Beaumont.
The shooter, Ian David Long, a 28-year-old former Marine, had a few run-ins with the police, although minor. There has been no known motive behind the shooting.
This tragedy is one of 4 so-called soft targets that has occurred recently. Soft targets have been defined as incidents where people are found going through their daily life and being caught off guard by horrific violence.
After the recent shooting tragedy in Pittsburgh, a local synagogue in Beaumont already used armed guards. LUTV News reporter Stephen Bowie has more on this story.
With the shooter now facing trial, this event has sparked conversation on using armed security in places of worship. One such place of worship is the Emmanuel Temple, a synagogue here in Beaumont.
I actually was out of town on that Saturday morning when the Tree of Life congregation in Pittsburgh was assaulted by a man. I met with members of our senior officers of the temple, and we discussed our security measures. There was concern by the local news media, probably as well as our congregants, and the community has been very receptive and warm and loving towards us.
Cheryl says that the temple has been using armed security since before the tragic event.
I have been a member of this congregation for 18 years, and as long as I have been here, I pretty much remember having some sort of security system in place. We do have off-duty security officers here, either through the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department or through Beaumont PD.
A church on campus also shares their opinions on using armed guards.
I think it's really sad that we live in a day and age where we have to seek out protection for our churches, for our schools. You know, it should be a place where you and I can believe something differently, but we still can love one another and be united even with our differences. If a church feels like they need to have security measures to protect themselves and to protect their congregation, then I think that that's, something that needs to be done.
Though this tragedy has shaken many, this synagogue will continue welcoming and praying for anyone who comes to their services.
Irregardless of whether they're Jewish or not. Of course, we would love to welcome anybody in and offer them a safe haven to worship God. They're always welcome.
Stephen Bowie, LUTV News, Beaumont.
In sports news, recently, LUTV sports reporter Zion Terrell caught up with 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Chastity Bars, to see what her feelings are about her senior season.
Is there a sentimental value to this season, considering it is your last season here at Lamar? Are you going to miss it?
Yeah, I am. It's going to be bittersweet. I mean, I love it here. The coaches, the fan base, everything, it's just a great thing. It's just, it's bittersweet, but I need to leave my mark and, help my team be great to when I leave, that they can, continue the success we already started.
Yeah. What impact do you think that you're going to leave on Lamar women's basketball? What's your legacy?
I just want to know, I guess leadership. I want to just leave here knowing that my team, I did all I could do while I was here to, make sure they can maintain the success that they have, especially my guards that are under me. We have a lot of freshmen right now. So I just want to, teach them as much as I can about the game and how to, when I leave, continue the success we already have so that it won't be a drop-off or anything like that.
Mar Bailey, cross-court to Chastity. Bars gets the bucket.
That was a beautiful pass by Bailey.
To see Zion Terrell's full interview with Chastity Bars, visit the LUTV News Facebook page. Also, you can watch the interview on LUTV News and Media online on YouTube.
Tia, Jack Frost came into town a little early, but we are still weeks away from winter officially.
That's right. LUTV Weather's Quentin Haynes is here to tell us if Jack will be here to stay or will he be hitting the road soon. Quentin?
Thank you, Tia. And I think that Jack will be here to stay for a while. Welcome, my name is Quentin Haynes and this is your 7-day forecast. As you can see, we will have some sunny weather starting off on Thursday, but it will be chilly with the high of 57 and a low of 38, moving into Friday with the high of 66 and a low of 45. It will start to heat up a little bit though, starting our weekend off with Saturday with some clouds starting at a high of 71 and a low of 55. That will then transition into Sunday with the high of 73 and a low of 55. But we will have some more rain showers coming in again from Monday with the high of 64 and a low of 52 to Wednesday with the high of 65 and a low of 56. Thank you for tuning in to LUTV Weather. My name is Quentin Haynes. Back to you, Tia and Amber.
Thank you for watching LUTV News Break. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Be sure to join us next time for LUTV News, where your campus, community, and culture news come together.